Hey YouTube. Today I added a new contact to my contact list, and I promised him that I would notify him when I'm going on my
Hello,
TV
caralho.
show. Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. If you can bear with me a second, I gotta contact
Yes,
a friend. I don't mean to be rude. Uh,
your voice is very gostosa, beautiful.
well, thank you. Right back at you.
Uh, where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
What city of Canada?
From you know where Edmonton is?
Yeah.
It's
What?
you know
I
it's
don't understand.
yeah Edmonton. It's the capital city of Alberta. I'm north. I live in a small city, a very small city.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, okay. My uh, uh, ah, I'm Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Yes.
Huh. I oh
Do you know Pelé?
the soccer prodigy.
No, no. Soccer, no. The
No.
best soccer
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the.
Do I
Oh,
know?
yeah, yes, yes.
Do I know Pele? When I was in school, I did a project. Like we had to do
Cara, eu falei pra ele do Pelé, não ser burro. I'm talking with my friend na call aqui.
Paul
So
français, monsieur. Je parle français,
oh,
n'est-ce pas très bien? Mm.
já, você vai tomar no cu. I know only Portuguese and so a little bit English.
Mm. Your English sounds very good. You're like a master of language.
No, I'm a master of of nothing of games.
Of game, your game. Okay. Just
I
bear with me. I'm just I gotta send an email. I promised someone I'd do it, and
oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
our what's our hobby? What's our hobbies?
I like playing guitar and sword fighting. I like no, not real. I mean, I if I had, I think I'd be good at swordsmanship.
uh, can you play?
uh,
What time is it in
I'm gonna
Canada?
I'm gonna call it. It is just about 9 o'clock. Or let me. I think that
Nine
clock.
o'clock? No. Can you play
It's 10,
a little bit guitar to me?
10 to 9. You know when I pawned my guitar, I was in a like going through a bit of a rough patch. But I'll tell you, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
No, no,
I've
okay,
got a
okay.
guitar over there, but it's not it's not a good guitar. I don't want to.
Uh,
But
I understand.
I'll give you a link to my like
It's so cold in Canada in this the start of
tonight.
year.
It's not that cold here. Like it's let's call it uncharacteristically warm for this time of year. Like because it can be very cold, but it's like
Understand. In Brazil, it's so hot,
oh
so.
man, I couldn't handle it. I was talking to these girls in Brazil, and they're like, yeah, yeah, je parle avec les filles de Brazil, and like, man, tell you, man, like, I don't think I can handle the heat. I'd be like, I'd
Do
have to.
you. Já como é que faz? Você já viajou ao Brasil? Come here to Brazil sometime
Mm,
in your life?
maybe, maybe if I get an aircraft, I'll fly. I'll fly in.
No, have you ever come to Brazil?
No, no, I've never been the furthest south. Like, I've never been south of the northern states in North America, and then the furthest south I've been is Greece. You know,
Oh, I understand.
in Spain. Like
What
I've been to
country that
Spain.
were that you
You know what, my friend? I like it here. I just like it. I like the Rocky Mountains, and but I got okay. So
What's her name?
TV show.
Stevie.
Yeah, that's my TV show. I'm on YouTube, man. Hold on, I'll give you the link.
Oh,
but I gotta.
What's what name of the TV show?
Yeah, no, just give me a sec. I just want to. Okay, it won't take me a minute here. Okay.
Okay.
And then here you go. Hey Chris. Okay. Here's. And then I can give it. Here's the link. The link. Okay, so we got there. Check, clickety click, and then I'll send that to him, and then I will paste it in here. I've just got to look at you.
Okay. Senta aí, então.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, the old man noises say. Hold on. I gotta clear my pipes here.
The transmission it's offline. The link is not working. I don't heard okay. I don't heard your voice. I should really watch
Can you hear me now? Now you can hear me.
Yes. The link's not working.
Okay, let's try it like
His
okay.
look is very good, so
Let's we'll try it this way. Okay, YouTube / Puzzle College. Try that.
Careca.
Maybe maybe I should send this guy.
I'm looking. You are in live.
Yeah.
Oh. A voz saiu da live. No. You are in the. You are starting your channel.
I'm yeah, nobody watches because I'm pretty boring, right? Like I think you're the only one watching.
How old are you?
I'm 44.
44?
Yeah.
The same age of my father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you? Yeah.
I'm 14.
Are you good to him?
I'm subscribing on your channel.
Do you go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
Your videos are about what?
Mainly music shit.
Snapchat?
Music.
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 Que merda, hein?
Music.
You sing very well, Que bosta.
I'm gonna
Can you make a beatbox?
Oh, like
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was just watching hockey, and
What's our favorite song?
oh boy, like it changes, right? Like from one week to another, but
Do you like heavy metal?
not especially. Like certain stuff, yes, but it's not.
What, como é que fala tipo de música, João? What our favorite type of music?
I like.
Como é que fala cigarro?
I don't know. I'd say rock. Just rock and roll. Is sort of my.
I know.
This
It's our style.
maybe a little boring sometimes, but the good rock and roll. Like like street, like Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones is
yeah.
so good.
This is coffee.
Coffee. Coffee cigar.
Coffee and cigarette.
É verdade que é correlativo.
Yeah, coffee. Well, I call it McDonald's coffee, because I'm a McDonald. Like but I put whiskey, so it's like a whiskey.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a beer right away though.
Coisa boa. It's good. Tell me the story of your life. A good story, please.
The afterlife.
Of your life.
Oh, my life. Yeah. Where to begin? I was born in Canada, and then early age I moved to Moscow in the former Soviet Union, which a lot of people can't say, because dad gets a job in external affairs. And so we're living in Moscow, and we travel a lot and stuff, and then came back to Canada when I was about 4, and but just excuse me a moment, I'm just gonna get a beer.
Okay.
Gostoso.
Não sai da cara, não, João. Não, sim, eu já não fiz isso, ó. Eu não fiz a tarefa, professor, mas eu fui no amigo. Quem foi isso, meu Deus? Deixa eu dar um golinho. This is a normal cigarette or maconha?
No, not maconha. No, it's just tobacco.
Tabaco, né? Tô ligado.
Very
organic tobacco, né?
I got some fucking pot. I don't even smoke it, and maybe I'll start, but I don't have rolling.
Maconha?
Maconha. Is that like marijuana?
Yes. Ele falou marijuana. Marijuana.
Marijuana. I want a marijuana. Fuck. You know what? Fuck. You know what? Fuck working, man. I'm gonna.
I'm typing to. This is we use maconha.
Fuck, I'm gonna smoke some pot. Just hold it. Bear with me. I fucking got some. I haven't done pot in a long time.
Seu pai é grande.
But I'm gonna. Fuck! I shouldn't do it. No. Am I gonna do it?
Filho da puta, foguete do cara.
Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna get fucking high. Fuck it. Hold on. I'll be right back. Wait, watch this.
What?
Oh, wait, hold on. Watch this. I'll be right back, but watch some hockey. Wait, hold on here.
It's black.
Yeah. No, it's coming. It's got okay.
What?
Woo! you?
Do you like hockey?
I love hockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
crazy,
People, all
crazy,
Canadians.
crazy motherfuckers. Just you got to be a fucking maniac.
Amanhecer e fumante do caralho.
You got to be a maniac to fucking play that game, man. Fuck, it's crazy.
It's so cool. But
Yeah.
in Brazil, we like more football.
Yeah.
No, soccer, not soccer.
Well, we call it soccer. Yeah, it's called football in Great Britain, I guess.
Okay,
Kick the ball.
Many pancadas.
It's expensive to play. Like if you got kids playing hockey, oh boy, you know, it's costs a lot of money.
Soccer is only about in wherever place. It's so barato.
Soccer, all you need is like good shoes. You know, you need your good shoes and you need shorts and the ability to play, right? Hockey, you need like, you know, fucking armor, battle armor. It's like look at these fucking dudes, eh? And they're like they're big guys, eh? Like I couldn't. I'm like
fine. Broke the window.
Oh fuck! Look at that, like that fucking speed. Hey, it's just they get hurt bad.
The face of the man,
they get hurt, man. These guys, man, fucking, it's horrible in a way, you know, like fucking awful. Like, look at that. And then they fight. They're bad, dude. They're fucking hockey players. They're fucking mean. They're mean fucking fuckers. They each of these guys fucked like fucking 500 women, you know. Mm-hmm.
I know.
They
what's her name?
I'm Gabriel.
Gabriel. Gabriel is a Brazilian name.
Mm-hmm.
It's common in Brazil, Gabriel.
Biblical. I'm the prophet. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get that weed. Fucking fuck it. I'm smoking weed tonight.
Eu era chapado, né? My mother is telling me to sleep, so bye. No, you are a cool guy.
I'm coming right back, man.
Gabriel?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. I had to get my fucking weed here.
Maconha.
I didn't expect to have it. And you know what? I don't have rolling papers. So I'm gonna have to.
Não tem bagulho pra embalar maconha. Show me the.
I'm gonna have to get dirty. That's how I'm gonna smoke it, man. Whoa, I haven't smoked this in a long time. I'm gonna get really fucking high.
You fumo maconha, então? Marihuana.
Yeah, this is a good stuff too. Oh yeah.
Que maconha do caralho. My mom is telling me to sleep, so bye.
Oh, okay.
You are so cool.
All right, fella. Yeah, you be a good boy. All right. Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Pau no cu do caralho, filho da puta.
Oh, that was nice. Ah, shit. God, you know, I haven't smoked pot since Canada Day, and I'm thinking like, how many days? Like I gotta wait. You know, if I gotta get a big boy job and stuff. But there's other jobs that I don't care if you smoke pot or not. We'll just get one of those jobs. You know. I'll become a full-time like record salesman. Ah, shit! I lost it again. Maybe it's the universe telling me something. keep dropping the bud. Oh. Yeah, this is like really good stuff.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, pretty. I'm doing okay. Have we spoken before, you and I?
No, we hadn't.
No, your room looks a little familiar. Maybe I'm just dreaming, eh? But check. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I like to think my room's unique, but now you're saying you've seen me before. I'm kind of like, damn, bro.
No, it looks cool. It looks like you got like a collection of, like, you got some books. You got a trophy.
Yeah,
it looks like a trophy.
Yeah, I love DC comics, and I love like reading comic books or like regular graphic novels. I love music, as you can tell. I got you can't see my guitar. It's over there.
Oh yeah, you're a player. Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I got on this. I got on this, I guess, website, you could say. I got on this website to show people what I can do.
Yeah, showcase. You know what I should tell you, I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. So I just if you're not comfortable with that, like, I thought I'd just run it by you. I'm just like,
it's all right. How many
like your picture, like they can't see your picture, but they could probably hear you on my YouTube. And I think if I look at the YouTube thing, I got one viewer. It's not like an audience of a million or anything.
Listen. One viewer is better than 0 viewers.
Why?
I think it's going to be 2, and if you keep working,
yeah,
you keep getting better.
Yeah, and I'm not like, I need a team or something, eh? Like, I'd like to do a real TV show, have like some stuff going on.
I've been wanting to start a podcast recently.
Yeah.
And I think the best way to, and I'm also a YouTuber too. I think the best way to get your brand out there and definitely expand is talk to people 24/7, and never give up to. And just always. And it sounds so cliche, but if you pay for a $5 shout out, it goes such a long way.
Right.
And if you stay, if you have the same attitude you have with one viewer from 5,000,
yeah,
you'll be a hit.
Yeah, that's right.
No guarantee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know precisely what you're saying. I get it. And I do, shameless self-promotion, like before we go, like on my SoundCloud, if you're interested. And that's,
so I actually, I'll give you my SoundCloud too. I actually have recently started, I made my SoundCloud account. And I've been I haven't put out music yet. I got an album coming soon. As I have to set up music and everything. It's been easing my way through. But I'm just gonna rap. And I'm just gonna show you what I got.
Okay. Hey, Chuck, this is a big night for me tonight, because well, I'll try and keep the long story short. Like, I went and visited an old friend. He's not in a good way. He's battling a brain tumor, and he's in a wheelchair and stuff like that. And like, he gave me a bunch of pot, like, while I was there, because he was worried that he might be tempted to smoke it himself. And I haven't smoked any pot since Canada Day, which is it'll be July 1st, because I was like, I got to get a big boy job and all this. And now my circumstances have changed. Like, I might not even need to get a job. I don't know. And I don't have any rolling papers, but I got this like killer fucking weed. So I'm just gonna smoke it right now. Right, I'm gonna smoke through a can. Yeah. I was like, I wish I had rolling papers to make a nice joint and everything, but you know what? This is what I got. I'm not a professional, but the old can trick. Sounds a little jazzy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you playing right now? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look, I've been waiting. I've been steadily patient. I've been working on the daily. I've been trying to make my way up so far ahead. I've been trying to grind, I think, since I was probably 10. I'm trying to grow up in a world that's not letting me. I've been trying to grow up in the world just like Sesame. I've been trying to work every single day. I've been trying to find different ways just to get fucking paid. I'm not normal for a real fucking job. I don't want to sit there and act like I'm not doing wrong. I don't want to be like one of those workers. I'm not gonna be my dad because that shit didn't work for him. So I'll be doing my shit myself. I'll be steadily grinding. I'll be working daily like the fucking world's finest. I'll be doing everything I can just to pay my bills, just so I can like independence. I've been working every day. I've been working in the studio like 60 hours a day. No one knows what this is like. This is the daily grind. You look up my book one day, and then just one day you'll find the dedication, the no hesitation. The kid who beat every odds, the kid who can say they can never make it. I got so many things in my head. Fuck it, I'll do this till I'm 50, and I'll do this until I'm fucking dead. I got this beat, and I got everything rapping in my hand. I got everything that God gave me, and He put it in the palm of my hand. I don't care what the world has let out for me. I'm gonna do what I can because all you motherfuckers just doubt me. So let me rock. Let me be here for a moment. Let me get lost in this ocean. Let me get lost in this potion. I'm about to light a new blunt. I'm about to light a new stage. I've been trying to act like I'm bulletproof for fucking days. Don't look at me like you're better because you're just out of that phase of your fucking cloudy, shitty ass weather. I'm gonna make the beat. I'm a fucking poet. I got this shit in my bag and I have the fucking skill to prove it, and you already know.
Yeah. Woo! Oh man, that was you know, you reminded me a great deal, like tremendously. Reminded me of a very close friend of mine who liked to rap, and tragically he passed away. But that was solid. That was like, okay, you know, you're painting a, and I'm not just saying that because, like, you know I just got high for the first time in a long time, you know, but like, doesn't matter. Like, I can tell what's sincere. That sounded to me like sincere. And I hear that, like, you have issues with your dad. Is that fair to say? Like, your dad says, "What are you doing?"
Yes.
And you're like, "Dad, I'm working on music. Can't you, you know?" And it's like the whole subscription to the, like, workaday life, eh? Like, it's yeah, you don't knock it. Don't knock it. Like, if you know, like, uh, but I know what you mean, eh? It's like, fuck, man, you give your heart and soul, and then you get, like, fucked over and shit, hey? You know, it's like, I'm done with getting fucked over, and I work when I want to work, and it's just fucking things work out for me because you know, I assert myself, and if it come, yeah, I like it. I like that. That's powerful. Your lyricism
Right.
is really good.
For me and my dad.
Mhm.
So I grew up my whole entire life with divorced parents.
Okay.
That fucking has mental strain.
Yeah, it would. I'd be fucking doubly nuts if my parents ever got divorced. Eh? Like, yeah, I can
So
kind of,
my whole life.
I can't relate, but I can imagine, right? Mm.
Yeah, so my whole life basically has always been a wreck.
Ah,
Imagine waking up on Christmas morning and you don't. I have never seen my mom and dad hug, kiss, or say they love you to each other. My
oh,
dad has never even told me he loved me.
oh,
You, my damn hardest.
that
I'll work
you,
my damn hardest.
yeah, yeah.
And he'll just
Oh,
he
fella.
won't even look my way.
Oh, listen, you know what? If it's any consolation, that's not abnormal. And you know, like, do you have kids?
Oh no, I don't
You don't have kids of your own? I don't have kids. I've never had kids, but and that's abnormal. Most of my friends have kids, and I don't. And you know, I'm like, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous, right? Like you know, I'm like like I would check this out. I was a guy, like I was a school bus driver, right? For a number of years, like kind of on and off a little bit, you know, and it was a job I was getting because, you know, the kids like me, and you know, I get a kick out of them, you know, and I can, you know, teach them French on the way to school, you know, like je parle français, monsieur, you know, or just have fun or give them like number puzzle, like, so I'm like kind of a teacher by nature, eh? Like I used to teach guitar. That was my first job after high school, was guitar teaching, and I was making like $24 an hour at a time when the minimum wage was about like 6.5. And so and then that's not enough. Like I get another job. So I'm teaching music lessons, and I see my buddy like driving taxi, and I say, how'd you get your taxi license? Eh? Like that seems like a cool job, driving taxi. So, well, I got my school bus license, and yeah, there's a job, right? And yeah, and oh man, I tell you stories I probably shouldn't, like, bottom line, like, you know what, I never had an accident. You know, because like you're driving, like I drive like highway kilometers and stuff, like going on the long distance routes and stuff. Not once did I ever, like, you know, even have a close miss or anything like that. I was just very, very careful, and one thing I'm at, I'm like fucking mother hen, you know, when I'm driving, because you got, you know, busy traffic in the morning and stuff, and you got to watch. And you know, I mean, it's not like a minefield, but it's like you get that sort of sense of this is like, this people's kids, right? You know, like, and so like job one is not crash, right? It is like not crash, right. And then
we had a bus driver that had one arm and one time, and he was on the way to we took a tour bus. It was on the way. We got a house from Myrtle Beach, me and my buddies. It was on the tour bus, and this motherfucker.
What'd you say? What beach?
It was so Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. Okay, that's famous, eh? Like, yeah, people, so, yeah.
We went, like, so the bus, so like a parked truck was right here, right? And the bus was turning. It was this way. The bus was turning this way. The car went like this. The bus went over the car completely. And the truck went fucking face up like that. Yeah. And the bus was just fucking dogging that brake truck.
What? Not a school? Was it a school bus or like what kind of bus?
It was a tour.
A tour bus. Okay.
It was a tour bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tour bus. So yeah, it was,
they have body panels low to the ground. Like a school bus is like a fucking truck. It's like a big truck, really. You know, it's heavy.
And like our luggage was on that fucking side too, so we were fucking worried about our luggage because we had music equipment. We had.
Oh fuck yeah! I'd be like fuck. And it took it like it was good. It was a good jarring. Did you tip over or what? What happened? Yeah. What?
Oh, that was just it. Like the fucking truck was banned, and then he rolled out that bitch, and then
fuck.
We had the cops called, and we ended up having like a 5-hour fucking.
Oh,
fuck. The next fucking day, we were already supposed to go somewhere the following day to perform, and we were fucking.
You know what I think about that is like you think of are you familiar with the band called Metallica?
Yeah.
Metallica. Oh, I think everyone is kind of like they're like everyone. I was like when I was a kid, like before it was popular, right? I was like, oh, Metallica. Like some older dude introduced me to it, and I thought, yeah, what was this Metallica? You know, I ordered a couple of cassette tapes, right? And it's and then like I got like interested. Who are these guys? Where are they from? You know, they're fucking San Francisco area. It turns out, or California anyway. And they had a tour bus accident, and their bass player was fucking me and my buddy Rob, like our God bless him. We used to play music together, and he had a dark sense of humor. This guy, like, and Metallica has a song. Metallica has this song like "Trapped Under Ice," right? Like, what a horrific fucking concept, eh? You're trapped under ice, fucking, you know, you're gonna suffocate, drown, or whatever, right? And then Rob, because this bass player, he got killed in a freakish bus accident when they're on their tour bus, eh? And he got trapped. So the story goes, he got trapped under the bus, and the Metallica song is like, "I'm trapped under ice," and my buddy Rob, he'd be like, "I'm trapped under bus." Like, just mean, eh? Like, he's just the meanest fucking character you ever meet. Like, just nasty fucking sense of humor. And I'm no better because I laugh, right? I'm trying to be a better person. I really am. I'm trapped under bus. You know, just that fucking like just raw sense of humor, though, man. I love it, man. Actually, it's honest.
Well, I'm gonna go meet new people and explore more.
No, dude, don't. Don't go. Wait. I didn't give you my look. I didn't give you my SoundCloud, man. I'm a serious musician, believe it or not. Like, okay, hold on.
Yeah, add me. Do you have Instagram?
No, I do, but I don't really use it. Like, I got enough on the plate.
You gotta use that to like get out your.
Well, no, I do it this way, man. I do it Omegle and SoundCloud. I'm different, right? I'm not like every other fucking fucker. Okay. Yeah, I'm typing it in wrong. Okay, Rich Math. SoundCloud.com, Rich Math. Yeah, that should work.
Is that your name, Rich Math?
And yeah, you could call me Gabriel.
Hold on 1 second.
Dude, what do you do? How do you
go ahead.
How you're like what, 18, 22, something like around there?
18.
Yeah. What do you have a job? Like, I know that's personal question. Like, I don't expect you to like answer. I'm just curious to know.
That came up is Blake R. Matthews.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
All right, and follow.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not definitely. I wish. Do you have like an email? Because like,
yeah,
I'd love to collab with you, dude. That'd definitely be awesome to sit down and collab.
Well, like kind of look at my room. You're far neater than I am. If I held up a mirror and you could see like the disastrous state of my surroundings, you know, like messy, you know. And I just like
ahead,
I need a like I got a you know what I brought yesterday. I bought a mirror, like a handheld mirror, and I gotta remember where I put it. I might go. If you're gonna go, man, I'm probably gonna put on the hockey. Did you see the hockey yet? Check it out. This is a VHS tape called The Lighter Side of Hockey. Oh, there's brother and sister watching the game, fucking breaking glass. Oh my God. just brutal. Fucking hockey is brutal sport. I met some like.
Right, that's my act. That's my act. So if you just look that up in the SoundCloud.
Oh, Ty Andrews. Oh, you're on SoundCloud too. Okay, I'll punch it in.
I don't have any music out yet because it's like I've been working on my first stuff.
Andrews.
You can see.
That's funny. You have a name that like a surname that ends in S, as do I. Like Matthews, Andrews, Peters. You know, like when you got a name that ends in S, say like you're a certain. It's like it maybe says I don't know. Like on my dad's side, like I come from a long line of military, but I never joined the military. I didn't have any desire. Like I didn't feel that, and not so much like looking back. Now I think like that would have been cool in a way, you know, if I pursued that angle and stuff like my forefathers. But I as the government at the time, like God, you know, God help you if you get shipped over to fucking Iraq or Afghanistan or something, like fighting some war for what, you know, like it's not even, you know, it's just dirty fucking money wars, you know. So I'm glad I never you know, was a part of that. So not joining the military, I think saved me a lot of peace of mind, because I feel bad for the fellas that fucking got sucked into that shithole.
Well, since I got your SoundCloud, I'm gonna pop off. I'm probably my one buddies are begging me.
Yeah, fella. Yeah, no, I know. We don't really know each other, eh? And I wish you a good evening. And
yeah, definitely. I'll
email
you sometime.
Cool.
I'll email you sometime.
Yeah.
To lab or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, sure. I'll give you a email addresses. This is why you know, don't pardon me for, like, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I give out too much, maybe. I don't know. At the end of the day, but
I asked if I'll put it in my documents so like I remember it so I can email you.
This is this is one I still got a password for here. No, I don't want to give you that one. Let's see. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, email me here, and don't be, you know, if it takes me a few days to get around to answering, like I'm just not.
Absolutely, I respect artists.
And that's
you know,
yeah.
You're an artist. You can't just message everyone, make everyone happy. You know. An artist's life never stops. And you're constantly.
You know it.
Money, you're constantly doing stuff.
Wait,
so I don't. I'll probably, when my stuff releases, I'll probably do like a feature with you after my stuff releases.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
No, that's the thing. Like you know what? For example, like I could produce you, right? Like I could, you know, so like you tell me like what you want to hear in your album, right? And I can translate that into like, oh yeah, how do you like this? You know, and like with the sound and stuff.
Maybe we could talk about. I'll look into your music, and then maybe we could talk about like you featuring a few songs in my album then.
Right. Like I mean, I can do engineering and I can do like big picture, sort of my angle, right? Like as a I produce myself. I'd be excited. I'll tell. Wait. I'll tell you what, Ty. Like it'd be exciting for me to do, like, say you got songs and I mean, the worst that can happen is you don't like it, eh? It's like, Blake, you can't really produce my stuff, man. I want to work with someone else. I'd be like, oh no. But I'd get over it, you know. Like it's like either you're a match or you're not.
my favorite, like I love every genre of music besides country. So
Oh, really?
I like.
You know what?
Like,
If you're telling me that, like that tells me like maybe you're unfamiliar with like some of the good stuff that exists. And believe me, like they're like the guys who play those pedal steel guitars, man, like it's fucking, and it's just like it sounds like angels crying.
I like folk.
Yeah.
Folk is different from country.
Do you like
Folk
Bob
is really
Dylan?
fucking country.
Yeah.
Like that's folk. He's not country. Bob Dylan's not country. He's folk.
Yeah. And interestingly, Ty, is that I just bought this Ford pickup truck, and I got a bunch of CDs from that fellow I said played bass and like musician, and his mom gave me a bag full of CDs. And I thought, oh, fuck, great, man. And my truck's got a CD player because it's like a 2000 model, right? And so I'm playing this Duran Duran. It's like their most obscure album. And they do cover of Lay Lady Lay, which Bob Dylan wrote for a soundtrack. And I can't even remember the name of the film, but that's like, top trivia shit. And I'm thinking Duran Duran, and they had a girl like doing the chorus part, like Bob Dylan is such a prolific, interesting songwriter, and then hearing Duran Duran do it, who they're a pretty sleek British outfit, like Hungry Like the Wolf, right? And like This Is Planet Earth, like they have a good sound. They can, no one's gonna like go to a Duran Duran performance and say, I don't know, this band sucks. No, they're fucking awesome. And so they're doing Bob Dylan, and I think this is in the height of they're just overcoming their cocaine addiction, right? And yeah. So that's Duran Duran, and one of the members, John Taylor, wrote a biography, or wrote like, here's Duran. This is my experience in life. It's just basically a story of his life, and he happened to be in one of the biggest, like most high earning rock bands that the music industry has ever seen.
Well, like I said, I'll email you when the time is right, and I'll definitely get in contact you sooner than later. And you just email me back when you.
Okay, and you know what? I'm going through a bit of a rough patch and stuff, and I drink a lot, and I'll just say it, So if I don't get back right away, don't take it personally, please. I just I need to hire a temporary secretary. You ever hear Paul McCartney's solo career? He has this song. It's like I need a temporary secretary, temporary I need a temporary. Like it's like Paul McCartney is doing like rap and stuff. It's like crazy, eh? But
I'll talk to you some other time, man. You have a good one.
All right, Ty. All right. Be good to you. Be good to your friends, man.
You too, man. You have a nice one.
All right, man. Shit around is still working. Obama phone. Oh, it's still going. Yeah, I dropped my phone. The Obama phone. I understand, according to my mobile service provider, that's for those in the know, that's called the MSP. They're saying like BlackBerry, not them. They're not putting the onus on themselves, but BlackBerry, or so RIM Technology, is discontinuing a service alliance of kind of, to make a long story short. And I'm I'm like, God, it's not happening. At least they gave me 3 months notice. But now I'm thinking, oh boy, what am I going to do? I'll have to take my SIM card out and put it in my Android phone. And it's like probably like in the midst of a day when I gotta like, you know, like vacuum the stairs or something, you know. In all sincerity, it feels really good to. I feel like being in Canada. I talk to people on Amigo. They ask where you're from. I'm like Canada. And they're like, oh, Canada. It's like it's like wow. Talk about winning the lottery. I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk to anyone else on Amigo. Like it is pretty. It's like the first warning mom gives their child: don't talk to strangers. What do? It's like, I'm Gabriel. I'm from Canada. Blah blah blah. Check out my SoundCloud. Check out my YouTube. Anyway, I'm having pretty fun. I'm having pretty fun. I call it escapism, and what I meant to have like for the next broadcast. Maybe it's a good thing it's probably still out in the carriage. Is like I got a hand mirror because I always thought like, man, you know what? Let's say someone's videotaping you, right? Like on the street, like let's say you're action person, one of those actioneers, like you got a protester type person, and then that attracts the media. Like, what do these people got to say? And so then people come out with cameras, and if you know what, a lot of these guys like kind of rely on being anonymous, and they don't want you to see them. Some of them are more gregarious and outgoing and what have you, but I'm thinking like if you're a dude on the street and stuff, and then you hold up a mirror, and so that all this dude's audience sees is him doing the video work. Like, would he like it? Maybe you'd like it. Maybe you'd be like, get that mirror away from me. You don't want to aggravate anyone, but I mean, it's like it's fair game. If they're shooting you just hold up the magic card of reflection. The magic card of reflection. I went to 7-Eleven the other day, and this like chemical smell, it really is still lingering with me. I'm trying to erase it, delete it from memory. The smell, it was like, and I didn't even register. It was like the after, like the lingering effect of smelling this stuff inside a 7-Eleven. And then like I remember like on the ride back home, I was thinking, fucking like it was just an imprint, like a somnol imprint or something. And I thought like I gotta drink it away. So like when I got home, I made a whiskey and coffee, and I thought, okay, this is like I'm just gonna wash it down. The smell that I smelled that I didn't want to ever smell anything. Like it was like an unholy, like it wasn't rancid or sick smelling, but it was like just that impressionable. Like it left an imprint, and I can't. It's hard to describe. It's like, if I had to say, it's like nothing you'd find in nature. And like, I even had a kind of a metallic, synthetic quality to it. And I still, like, the smell is like ingrained. And I think maybe I'm a weird dude for like obsessing over it that as much as I am, but I'll tell you, man, I just there's more to the story. I'll just move on from this subject. Just even talking about it, I'm thinking about, I want to just delete it, whatever that smell was, because you see things. I can describe color. It's, you can say red, blue, yellow. You can say menagerie of purples, or you can say the sky had jagged edges and stuff like that, and you can visualize it or paint it, or your sight, like, and you can see awful things, and what I don't want to get preachy, but God's, or I think Jesus Christ said, if something offends thine eye, pluck out your eye. Right? That's always stuck with me. You don't like it, don't look at it. No, you don't literally have to pull your eyeball out, but principally, that's like, if it really, you can't stand looking at it, you may as well pluck out your own eyeball if you're gonna bitch. So don't. The essence of that is like, don't bitch about it. Like, if you're looking at whatever you're looking at, it's all part of God's creation, and if it offends you, then don't look at it until you're ready to examine it, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to do dead air. Like, imagine I'm running a radio show, and I don't want to go like more than a second without yammering on about something. So we're gonna, you know what? Let's. I don't know if this is cool with the community, or the the legal parameters that I'm beholden to, but I want to hear this girl play again. She's Anna Vidovic. Wow.
Over 2,000 years ago.
Well, this is an ad playing. Yeah, we're going to skip the ad. I was really enjoying this yesterday evening. Oh, wow. How soothing is that? But you know what? Like, I'm just going to stop it and tell you, I thought I'm really good at guitar, and I'd be hard pressed to pull off the stuff she's doing, for sure. It was like really just masterful guitar playing. I'm like, my sexism just took a back seat to meritocracy. Ooh. So a lot of people getting sick, and I don't know. Like, nobody I hang out with seems be suffering from malaise of any kind, really. I myself, I actually feel like I'm gonna say stronger than ever, but I feel, I don't know, pretty darn swell. And I'm thinking that that was a crazy idea, like to start a production company, publishing company, and then like have a production company like underneath it. And that's a fun way to like move money around and stuff between, you know, you got all these vehicles, like financial type, you know, or a parking garage, if you will, and you just park money here, transfer money over there, make it all pan out so you can like minimize your taxes, and then hire a fucking dude, or a like you know, a dude a dude's dude to manage the all the transference of money and stuff, and come out, and he takes his little slice, probably a big chunk, you know, because he's actually doing the books, right? He's like, I can fudge this so I get paid a little more. So you kind of expect that, right? So you know, but if he's good at what he does, he's like, the alternative is like you're losing money, you know, without this guy like handling the all the regulatory muckiness. God, the dude's dude. Like, man, you're spending $1,600 every 4 months on spending money. You gotta save money when you're spending money. Oh man, how do we do that, man? Oh, we're drunk and stoned, man. We're drunk and stoned. How are we supposed to figure out decimal points? Oh yeah. So I started smoking pot again. YouTubies. My YouTubies. All both my viewers. I want you to witness me doing this, because I know I don't think I really want a big boy job. I want to like sell records and like do production, produce other musicians and stuff like that. I don't think I should be a guy who's like driving like heavy oil field equipment and stuff like that. It's not that I can't do it. I just, it's boring, you know, for me, right? I know it's lucrative, make a lot of money. If I got to do it, I'll do it. But it's I'm not the only one, right? You know, and I'm the best joint roller this side of the Rockies. And so it pains me to have to consume it in this fashion. But here I am. It feels good too. Boy, oh boy, it was like popcorn, eh? The can pot. Okay, I've had more than enough here. Pretty. Oh boy. Oh man, what am I thinking? Should I be ashamed of myself? Probably. It's like I just did it. Fuck it. So the past is the past. You know what always like makes everything better in life? And it's simpler than you might think. And the the solution, or a good mitigating thing is a cigarette. You just light a smoke. You don't even have to inhale it. Like just smoking, like makes you look cool. One thing I often tell people that don't smoke, I say, hey, you know what? It's never too late to start. Big talk of the town, vaccines, right? Did you get Did you get your It's like some people do and some people don't. And then we got like I I kind of buckled to the peer pressure. Like everybody's like, well, I got Pfizer, or I got Moderna, and I'm like, I guess I'm the weird one, right? So like I kind of wanted to, I don't want to be the odd dude out, right? I'm not going, like, they're not inviting me to tennis, my buddies, right? When I'm no longer playing polo, and so I'm like, because I'll tell you what, like, I'm kind of frightened of needles. I don't, I don't like I just get a really bad feeling, like thinking of like pushing juice into my arm and stuff. I have a, what do you call it? Maybe irrational avergence. Like I don't know. So, but I think when in Rome, and in case you don't know, like, do like the Romans, right? So I'm like, I go, call up the pharmacy and ask them about the hours and stuff, and they're like, oh, you can come in right away. And I was like, I don't like that idea, man. I don't like, they sound almost desperate. So I call up the clinic. It was a really nice clinic, and ask them about the regimen, and they said, well, we can get you in next week. So I'm thinking, okay, that sounds like not too good to be true, right? So I'm like, okay, next week. So I go in, and I'm apprehensive. Anxiety level is up, but I'm like, just took a deep breath. I sanitized my hands. Gotta get the technique, get in between the fingers and everything. And yeah, and I take a seat, and it's all women inside the waiting room. It's all like, there's not another male individual. I'm like, what the that's actually, like, if you've ever been in that situation where it's like you're the only dude in the whole fucking building, it's like, it's a little unsettling, and there's all these like hens like around you, right? It's like, so I just kind of buckled down and bore with it, and like, like, I'm waiting, and I'm like, I'm getting bored, waiting, right? Like, to go get my vaccine. And I look around, and like, there's one redhead. She's reading Vogue magazine. I'm like, fucking, only a chick would read that, right? And then, like, it was like an older gray-haired lady, Foxy. She's older, but she's got like nice set of legs on her. and she's reading Popular Mechanics of all things, right? And I'm like, okay, the cool thing to do is read a consumer magazine, right? And I'm looking around on the table, and then it's like the Archie's Digest, eh? And I'm like, wow, man, like I haven't read that since I was 9 years old. And so I go for the Archie's Digest, eh? And I'm getting like kind of like, oh, what do you call it, like looking over your eyebrow, like, oh, this guy had like a mental retard or something. And I'm excited. Archie, it's always like if it wasn't funny, it was funny, And so anyway, like this particular digest was about Jughead. It was Jughead centric, and just like thinking about that Jughead, man, makes me laugh. And and anyway, like if you know Jughead, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Archie universe, I'll explain to you quickly that like Jughead is like the sort of a ne'er-do-well, like never has a job. All he cares about is eating burgers and taking a nap. Like he was like I don't know how it works. Anyway, compared to Archie, who's like kind of a go-getter, uh, lucky, happy-go-lucky, and he's got a friend Reggie, who's like a rich kid. So Reggie and Archie are like, and Jughead, they're all tight buddies, right? And they couldn't be more different from one another. But so like Reggie and Archie, like Jughead, you got a job. Like it's like Jughead, you're not supposed to work. What are you doing getting a job, right? Like what the hell, man? Like you don't work. And he's working. He got a job at Pop's Soda Shop, and and like it's not like he's an incapable moron. He's just a lazy man. So Reggie and Archie are perplexed. Like they're like, "What the hell, Jughead? You got a job?" And so now I'm like looking. There's still like 4 people ahead of me to get the vaccine. I'm just reading Archie comic, and it's a page turner, I'll tell you. And so we go, and then the revelation in the final, the 5th page of the strip is like he's wearing a chef hat, and and it's like this is like right after Archie and Reggie. Reggie's the rich kid, Archie's the go-getter. Like, Jughead, what are you doing getting a job? And he like kind of winks at him, and he takes off this chef hat, and it's full of hamburgers. So I like call me crazy, but I haven't heard like it's like guy gets a job just so he can steal hamburgers is pretty funny in my books. I don't agree with theft in any manner. Um, but let me just tell like I find that concept hilarious, and I started laughing so hard in the clinic that I was escorted out by the security. So I didn't get a chance to get the shot, and like I'm at an impasse. I'm not gonna lie, to my friends and stuff, like pretend that because it's tempting, as tempting as it is, like say, yeah, I'm fully vaxxed. I'm too much of a chicken to get a needle. And if that makes me irresponsible or whatever, if I get rounded up, shot in the head over it, I guess that's what happens, Tell you what though, man, like I feel fine. Everyone I hang out with seems normal, you know. Even people who've gotten like double dosed and stuff, they seem fine. Not everyone, but most of them. Well, I don't know. I have a very small circle of friends that I interact with in person. Maybe that's why I never caught COVID. Never caught COVID. I never caught COVID. Wow. I'm looking a little thin, like around the face. Hey, why so long in the face, buddy? I'm like, I'm just looking at myself now, like getting, vanity, right? It's been boy, I don't want to, you know what, I'm not going to bring the party down. It's not I've probably done it before, I'm sure. No, I'm not sure. I don't know. Smoking dope sure is now I'm tempted to just like play a computer game, right? Like that's one of my favorite combos is weed and computer game. It's like, wow, like you totally get immersed into the at least I do. I know. I'll tell you what. Just like soy product. Like if you're a man, like you have no business eating tofu. Really, I mean, like a little bit is fine, but you don't want to make it a staple of your diet for sure, because you'll grow boobs, and your balls will shrink if you eat too much soybean. It's high in estrogen. That's my understanding. If I'm wrong, hey, you know what? Send me a message. A lot of people on Omegle ask me if I'm a live streamer. And I say, why, yes, I am. And I'm currently broadcasting, and I figured I should bring it to your attention, right? Only, because I would appreciate that. Like, if you're on a live platform, like, who cares, right? Like, clearly you're putting yourself out there. And if you're doing that, you probably don't give a rat's ass whether or not you're on someone else's podcast, right? So yeah, I do. I try and tell people. I say, hey, I'm broadcasting, like, because they ask me just because it's like microphone. Gotta readjust it here. And yeah, the boom I got. Does anyone care about my microphone? Sorry, I may as well just tell it, like, since it's on the forefront of my mind. Because I worked at a music store, and I got a discount on merchandise. And one item like that I saw under the counter, I said, "Oh, AKG, a German microphone." It was like, I think sticker price 90, and I got her for 80, and that was 25 years ago or more, and it's still performing. So investment, I never made $1 off it, so it's not really a money maker. But in terms of, like, I'm not a guy who spends like $60 every 4 months on microphone shit. Like some people might do, because they just keep buying crap. yeah, and for all you like audiophiles out there, like I realize it's not exactly the cat's meow when it comes to professional microphone amplification type tech. It's just a dynamic rock microphone with a switch on it, which tells you it's not like quite professional league, but it sounds pretty good, right? You can hear me. It yeah, German engineering. It's called French Inhale. Learn it. This might be the last, yeah, the last 6-pack of this beer that you're going to see in Alberta. They, from what I understand, the company in Quebec, Unibrow, is changing their formats and stuff, or I don't know what. Like it seems like this is like I'm like the only dude who drinks this stuff, and then when it discontinues, you know, like I bought like, you know, 1,200 fucking 6-packs, right? And when it discontinues, I'm like, fuck, everything good. Like it's like what's next? What's going to be taken away next? You know, you take away, you know, it's inevitable. People you love are not necessarily always going to be around in your lifetime. But it's one simple things like this beer that I like drinking, man. It's like now it's like they're charging me double is what's really happening, and I don't know if it's like regulatory in nature, but I was thinking maybe one way to find out, I just write a letter to the company and say, hey, what's going on, man? Like if you make it for me on the fly, you know, I'll give you 15,000 a year to keep me supplied in the Belgian style ale brewed in my own country. There's no other beer I even care to drink. This is it. This is I don't want, you know, Kokanee is not bad. Pilsner Urquell from Czechoslovakia. You drink Duvel from right from Belgium, and actually that's good. If I could get Duvel by the caseload, I would. Really crazy triple, like just heavy, like the foam on it just it's like candy when it dries. It's like cotton candy around the glass, inside of the glass. It's really something to see the way it you know, the head on this beer is like just mind-blowing. I know that's like geeky, but fuck it, you know, it's like this stuff is like and this right here, I think I got 4 left, and surely if they've been bottling it all this time, they can find a way to continue doing it, and I can find a way to continue paying them. Find a way to the Unicron. Not the unicorn, the Unicron. When I go to Omegle, oftentimes I'll like it provides you a categorization thing. You can punch in themes or whatever, you know. So I'll put in like music. You know, I was gonna say porn, but I never put that in. Music, food, and politics. Because I mean, who doesn't like arguing over politics, right? Like, what are you, a simp? You know? No, actually, I think the smartest people don't even bother. Like, I'm getting less and less interested in voting and stuff, because I no longer really trust the democratic process. It's too prone, but sometimes it works, and I'm however it works. Maybe it does work, because I'm currently more than satisfied with my municipal representation. Good mayor, good counselors. I think for the most part. Keep there's like I think pretty much zero homelessness where I live. I can't, I'm sure anyone who is homeless probably wants to be, they got a little fucking lean-to in the bush or whatever the hell. Something, don't think I haven't thought of like just doing that. Like, that's sort of a fantasy thing. Is like, yeah, I'll just go live in the woods, you know. That's sounds romantic when you think about it, in a sense. Yeah, I'll just forage and set up a trap line and all this stuff, and just live like a very humble and frugal existence, and just live off the land and stuff, but like where I live, like the winters can get dangerously cold. Like, if you're not, even with a fire, you're gonna be like the wind and the howling wind whipping up like minus 35 Celsius temperatures. So it just feel like a rapier, like an ice rapier, like right through your body. It's not that fucking cold, and so you better have at least like some kind of cabin set up. A lean-to might not cut it. Like on the coldest days, you're gonna you better have a military grade Arctic rated sleeping bag, and also, like, what extreme cold, your hands get chapped, like, so you want like a thing of Vaseline, and maybe a man to share it with, right? It's like you gotta bunk up with someone. You want to, like, you're not gonna what do you call it, not gonna get like chintzy with the Vaseline, right? Like, it's like, everybody's hands are chapped, man. Hands are chapped, your hands are chapped. And so you want to share your little thing of Vaseline, right? Also extreme cold. Yeah, well, you gotta have a fire going all the time, because that's your furnace. If you're camping in the woods, man, like, there's no gas line you can tap into. I mean, you probably maybe could, because they run everywhere, but like, doing so, you need like specialized equipment to do so. So maybe if you're a fucking hobo dude, you can get like a propane cylinder and some kit, so you can like bing bang bong. Now suddenly you're like the grilled cheese sandwich artist on the street. And it's like, yeah, $5 a sandwich, dude. I'll give you 2 for $8. And get a coffee maker. So you got coffee, grilled cheese. Yeah, you're making like, I don't know, on a good day, you probably make like fucking $300 profit. You know, for putting in like a good like 10 hours. So $30 an hour running the grilled cheese plus coffee jiggaroo. I thought of doing. I think that'd be really actually a fun lifestyle. Is like running a food truck, going to festivals, like meeting unique personalities and extreme talents. Like that's what you get when you get a festivals and stuff. Like I introduced to this guy through a waiter buddy who was like doing these like skateboard things. Like he was doing handstand on a skateboard and then he'd walk it onto another skateboard. And it was like just the most precarious fucking mess you could imagine. And this guy was like the king of balance. And then like I got introduced to him and I was like, wow, man. Like, and everyone was mesmerized by his performance, like that was gathered around. Right. And so, and then like I got introduced on a personal level, you know, like the handshake and like, it's like he wants to go get a drink. So do I. Right. Like, so we had across the road on White Avenue in Edmonton, Old Strathcona. And we go to this place called Blues on White. And I buy him a beer, man. Like, wow, man. Like the least I could do after seeing a performance like he put on. Oh, man. And, you know, I like putting things this way. I was like, I'd be lying if I were to tell you that that I wasn't a tad jealous of his ability. That's not funny. I know. I'm laughing at myself. The delivery. It's in the delivery. I should record this and then put like weird animation to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's animation. Computer animation. Something I explored in my preteens, like when I was like, 8 and 9, and I guess that makes me a bit of a prodigy, doing like computer programming at a young age. But I wasn't the only one, and it's time for another coffee. So I'm gonna put on. No, if I put on the hockey, I might get my video delisted. So you know what I'm just gonna say good night and thanks for tuning in to my UTV show. I hope you know what, I had a lot of fun and takes my mind off the more gravitous things of life. I don't mean to become. My mom taught me $100 words. See, my vocabulary isn't even all that great. After all, I'm not trying to be obtuse. That's a good word, obtuse. That's geometric language. Oh, I feel like there's like I have an important message, but I think if you rewind, you'll boy, oh boy, you know what? I blew it. Now everyone knows I'm a pothead. I may as well Let's finish off this stuff. Oh yeah. Oh man, how embarrassing! Oh boy, wow, oh my goodness, oh, you know, man, that's like Cheech and Chong, man. I actually got a photo. One of my buddies, he claims to still have it because he took the photograph, and it was at Yuck Yucks in Edmonton, and Tommy Chong of the famous Cheech and Chong films that they made, the series of Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, and if someone's listening, hey, just tap her in there. Wait, what does it say? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. So, yeah, protecting my privacy, my privacy. I guess I really, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. People are watching. Should I be spooked out? I don't even have a shotgun. What am I gonna do? The like Men in Black come around. I don't. That's the last thing I fucking need. Spooky. and yeah. Here I'm laughing. Then, like, before you know it, like I'm like taken away. It's like, all my fans like, no, Blake, no. How dare they? How dare they? Here's some 90s nostalgia. This is what is it millennials or Gen Z that are into the 90s right now? But yeah, some of you will recognize this, I'm sure. I'll show you the back cover. Like totally like hipster dudes. Why am I getting? You know why I'm getting antsy? It's because beer is getting low. But you know what? I'm gonna quit drinking beer and go and get a coffee. And I'd like to press play on the VCR and show you like how I'll show you the video cassette. I'd love to play it, but I think it might violate my some clause in my. Oh no. Oh, it's a video cassette, and it got all wonky. So I'm gonna try and fix it by just. Okay, so that works. Try and eject it again. I just wanted to show you the video cassette. I mean, I could show you any video cassette. I know the tape's back in. This is let's see if I can hold it up close enough. see the lighter side of hockey. And when I'm on Omegle, I like to just like when I'm getting up to go to the WC, I just hit play on the VHS hi-fi unit, but the sound's not hooked up, so but the images themselves are copyrighted. It's not my place to broadcast it without paying some kind of licensing fee. So I get it. So I don't want to get myself into. I don't want to, get anyone in trouble or like a law fair. Fucking, how dare you play or copyrighted hockey footage? It might be a gray area too. That's I'll tell you, YouTube is I've always had a me a fascination and a great deal of admiration for anyone who gets into the practice of law. I think it's really while it can be a nefarious pursuit or a noble pursuit, and I think being a good like defense guy, because like some people, especially the wrongly accused, you need like if the state's coming after you because you're too good looking, it's like you need like someone to really put a kibosh on it somehow, like through like ridicule and like ridicule is really the most powerful mechanism to change opinion. So I think, just thinking about it, sounded profound, didn't it? Ridicule is the best mechanism. Man, wow, where is like comes into my head, man. I think it's time for like too much weed, not enough coffee. So I'm gonna just bear with me. I hate to do the dead air thing. I should have, like, if I was a true professional, I would have like a segue music. It's like do do do, like a message, like old TV. Like please wait, we'll be back in a moment. But I shall be back in a moment. Just gotta replenish the coffee here. Okay. Like I said, back in a flash. And you know what's funny, YouTube, is that I went upstairs and in my mind I thought it was like a 3:15 a.m. in the and then much to my relief, when I looked at the time on the stove, it was only 10:30 in the evening, and I'm thinking, okay, man, get to bed before midnight, maybe. Get a start on get a jump on the day. You ever think about that? Like if you're like some people just do that, like the naturals say, like they're always up early, they're always getting the jump on the day and stuff. And but if you're someone who's not predisposed, and you you get you like accustomed to getting up around noon, or no earlier than like 10:30 kind of a guy, like, and that's sort of like me. That's how I'm naturally disposed. And but you decide like I've okay, I gotta stop doing that. I got a job driving a school bus, and I had to be up at about like no later than 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning, like ideally I'd roll into the premises at 5, into the compound, and I had the key. I unlocked the gate, and I made coffee and fired up the bus, and I was out of that. If I waited longer than 6 a.m., I was pedal to the metal, with an empty bus, mind you. I never pedal to the metal when you got the cargo on board, very simple thinking, no, not, not simplistic. It's like inherent. How does the like evidentially like impure I don't know. How many times have I said I don't know, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a damn thing about anything. I don't know a damn thing about anything. Another one I came up with is like, oh, that's so fucking deadly. It's like, hey, man, like, yeah, I just got this new, I just got this blimp. I bought a blimp, and then like your metalhead friend is like, that's so fucking deadly. And he says that like about everything, right? So everything's so effing deadly. Man. Did I think of that, or am I copying? Like, is there another? Am I like I thought I came up with it. Man, maybe someone else like predates my. That's all fucking deadly. Like, imagine me saying that, and I've got like a Wayne's World wig. The WWW. Man, I'm just like one for one, just batting him out of the park. That's why, you know what? I when you're this good at stand-up comedy, it's really cliquey. It's really cliquey in the world of stand-up comedy, and if you're actually really funny, the other comedians don't like you. Only the upper echelon is gonna even like hang out with you, because like clearly there's a lot of hangers-ons, and like, people, they can kind of, it's better than dead air, but they're not genuinely funny, and they're tryhards or whatever, like, at least they do it, but they hate the guys who are successful. And so like after having like seen so much success, and like you get to see like these petty personalities, and they're like like crabs in a bucket, and I just want to fucking just unleash the fire hose and just fucking piss, just piss right in their bucket, Figured there'd be a time in my life when I could have I think this is my wishful thinking. Like I always thought, like even as a crayon, I was like thinking, wow, when I grow up, I want to have a TV channel. And I told people that. I was like, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to start a media empire. And yeah, fucking retarded ideas, Yeah, having a kid, just unrealistic, not retarded, it's just wishful thinking. Fucking TV show. So there's like about a beer. Well, I got the coffee here. McDonald's coffee. And also, I don't know. Is there anything more Canadian than smoking pot through a crushed kokanee can with holes poked in it? Yeah, I dropped a little nugget here. Don't want to stuff. It's like I wouldn't throw away a potato, or if I'm. Well, what would you? How? It depends. I guess how. Like if you're cooking for a lot of people and you're like chopping up like 18 potatoes, like you gotta drop a little piece on the floor. You're not even gonna like blink, Oh. That's not really less than ideal, like way of doing pot. So like I keep burning my thumb, like trying to light it. I think it's pretty much toast now anyway. No, that was like probably the best like pot that I've I'm embarrassing myself. I get it. And I'm really the euphoria is kind of welcome right now. I've been a wreck, like all well, I've been a wreck all year, kind of, or just when I'm getting out of the wreckage, I'm entering into new wreckage, and I'm trying to not lose my mind, Or that I'm here I am, like I'm poking around for sympathy and stuff, and you know what, I know. I was just talking about it today. I'll say it. I'm someone who at least recognizes how good I've had it in life overall. Like I've never known really a day or more than a day of any kind of like serious hardship. And but that doesn't mean I haven't worked hard and applied myself to like various things, but I'm entirely grateful that I live in Canada as opposed to growing up in some places, like relatively dangerous, maybe is a way to put it. Like you might live like an ocean side, in South America, but you don't know if it's hardships and stuff that we don't even consider, like growing up in Canada. And not to say that every Canadian has had it, anywhere. Well, what I mean is, like, I know there's exceptions to the rule, so I don't want to exclude anyone and say like, yeah, like, it's like I grew up in Canada and it was fucking bogus bullshit, and it fucked me up psychologically. Like, so who am I, say, oh yeah, Canada is a piece of cake. I don't know your circumstance. My Canadian circumstance, it's been kind of a walk in the park. Gee, what am I doing? Hey, no, I don't want to bring down the movie. I think I made a lot of good jokes. If you're watching, if you're just tuning in, or like, I made some really some funnies earlier, and I think and I said something like ridicule is like the top mechanism for enacting or engendering change, something to that effect. I said earlier. Which is true. Like, when I got made fun of for something, I had to like recalibrate in my mind. That's how pathetic I am, right? Like, I'm like, oh, what, my hairstyle isn't cool? Becoming a big fan of a rock group from the late 70s called Duran Duran. They're really groundbreaking in a lot of their endeavors, musical endeavors. They did a really, really good cover of Bob Dylan's that Big Brass Bed song, "Lay Lady Lay," I believe it's called. And there's a female vocalist. I couldn't tell you her name. So a good piece of trivia, if you're doing music trivia, probably right there. It's like, I could look it up, but I'm too preoccupied serving my viewing audience. Yeah, lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay while the night is still ahead. That's why I'm easy. Easy like a Sunday morning. I want to get high, so high. I want to be free. Yeah, who doesn't want to be free, right? Me and Lionel Richie, Dean. I was thinking of the guitar solo in that song today. It's just fucking tremendous. Dean, Dean, Dean. Dean. I'm not even doing it justice, so I'll just stop embarrassing myself all the time. I think maybe that's what I am. Like, that's my claim to fame, is the great human embarrassment. And you know what? I'm just gonna try and embrace it. I'm gonna be I'm gonna get high. Ooh. Just and then well, that's like the Scottish, eh? They roll the R's. Arra, matey, how about ya? Have a seat there, and I'll get ya a bowl, something that'll stick to your ribs. Fucking Scots people, eh? Fuck. Is there anyone more fucking annoying? Like, man, I'd rather hang out with Irish, and they can be pesky. I wanna get high. So, you know, I don't know. I think this is what I live to do, is like produce stuff. You know, I know I'm not doing anything of great value, but I think, you know, I'm not shy. Clearly, I'm not shy, and I like. I'm not good at dealing with the administrative side of things either. Like, I'm not very organized. I'm not a highly organized person. I admit it. You know, I like to, in my mind, I think I am. And in a sense, you know, I'm pretty good at doing algebra and stuff. And, but I just I can't. I need a temporary secretary. 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 A temporary secretary. And that's from an album. Here's a little piece of music trivia for anyone who's not a deep-rooted, 70s music connoisseur of pop music in the 70s. Is that was from an album, and if I'm not mistaken, because I know, you know, like, I think I know it all. I don't. Maybe there's a little piece of the puzzle or whatever. But point being is, I'm under the impression that this was from an album. It was put on an album called Paul McCartney 2, like post Beatles Paul McCartney, you know, and pre Wings, I believe. So it could have been after Wings. So there's little details, like that's where trivia comes into play. That's something you can make money if you got a mind like a steel trap. You can you know, if you can anticipate what kind of categories and stuff, and if you can generalize to such a degree that you have like this broad base of trivial knowledge, you go on Jeopardy, you can win like $1 million pretty much. You know, if you get to the playoffs and stuff, you win a lot of money. And doing something that's interesting, which is, I think that's for me, sitting down like watching Jeopardy with Alex Trebek, always entertaining. You know, highlight of the evening, you might say. Yeah, oh boy. Tell you what, YouTube. I know I'm drinking too much. I don't mean to be. I'm thinking like I gotta. I'm not saying intervention. Oh, but yeah, just kind of lay off the sauce. I just tell you, you know, I'm feeling boy, oh boy. I think I spoke about this last night, like that, like trip to the 7-Eleven, and there's this chemical smell, and it's really had an impact on me. Like, usually things like I just like brush them off, little things like, and smell, when it comes to smells, like, I don't want to sit there and breathe in diesel exhaust all day. But a whiff here and there, it's almost like it smells like pancakes or something. It's like, I wish I would have packed the lunch today, because no, it's like, get a whiff of that Bombcat exhaust, and you're like, it's like, oh man, I feel like popcorn chicken, What have I? And I'm not gonna talk. Oh boy, I wish I could. How can I put it in like a simple fashion? I'll just like spit it out. Is I made a pork roast the other night, and I had like some beets and garden carrots and stuff, and a bunch of fat, like all the fat from it was a blade roast, was like all coagulated, and it was like I put like a heap of butter in it and beer and everything, so it's like a gourmet sauce. And then I made these meatballs, and I'll give you my meatball. I love talking about food, and why shouldn't I? So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, like, this is like chopped garlic. I had about 3 cloves of garlic. I wish I would have had more. If I had more, I would have used more. I gotta buy garlic. Mental note there. So I chopped up the garlic, put it in a bowl, and then I whipped up an egg, and I had like about say about 3/4 of a pound of ground beef, maybe more. It must have been more than that. You could have made, so I'd say it's like 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And it was regular ground beef. I know a lot of people like buying lean ground beef. It gets pretty greasy, like just regular ground beef. But I find that, like, for an amateur cook like myself, it gives me a little bit of buffer zone. Was I gonna be honest? I made meatballs. Yeah. So the ingredients of the hamburger mix is chopped up garlic. I use coarse salt. You don't have to use coarse salt, obviously, but I'd suggest like you put a little salt in it at the minimum. Salt and cooking go hand in hand. And I used a mortar and pestle to bust up black peppercorns. I love that, man. Fresh cracked pepper. Yeah, and one whipped up extra large egg. Put anything else in there? No, that was my breadcrumbs, an egg, the salt and pepper, and the chopped up garlic. So I mixed that all up, like just like doing like a massage in a woman's hamstring. Mix that all up and make little meatballs, and then I made a pork roast the other night, and so I took all the pork out of the roaster, and what was left was like fat on the bottom, like flavor fat, right? Like really good fat. And one beet or half of one beet, and one carrot from the garden. And speaking of which, I should bring him in tonight, but it hasn't been like too cold, so it'll be okay. But beets, man, that's like super duper food. So tomorrow I'm gonna make a borscht if there's no emergency. I'm counting on everything going fairly hunky dory. Yeah, you know what's fun is well, not necessarily fun. It can be fun, but running into old friends and stuff that you haven't seen in like 20 years, 30 years, like, and getting like even saying that, man, like sort of my mentality, like I'm still like 18 for life, like Skid Row preached, or 18 in life. No, I guess that's a whole different ball cock, you know. But yeah, just having that perpetual teenagehood, and it was reinforced today. I just popped in on an old buddy who's regrettably not doing too well. And if you're listening, man, thanks for tuning in. It was so nice. If I'm speaking, if you're listening, it was nice seeing you today. And I'm not just, well, you know, it was hard seeing you. But it was good to see you. You're still my old friend, you know. Cheers, old, long time friendships. Oh man, I think that I'm out of that. I still got some coffee. If I'm not drinking beer, I'm drinking coffee. Oh no. Da, 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 da. So I'm thinking of another dream. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh no, da, 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 da. Uh-huh. So, man, Duran, they had a pretty nuanced songs, like with more than average lyricism, you know, rhyme songs like better off in bed than dead. Whoa, man, that dude rhymed like dead with bed, man. He's really a genius. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I'm drinking the coffee, not the beer. But I'm gonna get another beer, man. This is, I think, the last. I don't think there's any more 6-packs. Like, you can still get it in big bottles, but it's like twice the price. I'm like, fuck. Just when I thought I was in the clear, you know, I got my beer budget like within you know, I've got my beer budget within appreciable parameters, right? You know how it's like, right, gents? Yeah, and then bam, like the only beer I care to fucking drink, suddenly, like, they're not doing it in the same 6-pack format. And I'm thinking someone's someone's on, because I wear my heart on my sleeve, right? Like everybody knows, I drink this unibrow from Quebec, and the unibrow. Gee, boy, if I'm afraid to just shave my unibrow. That's, oh man, the unibrow. The unibrow drinks the unibrow. Oh man. All right. Cassette tapes. If you got any like original cassette tapes that I'm in, like I'll consider buying them. So like consider me a buyer of original cassette tapes, or yeah, no, I'm not. I'll just say that, like, just like consumer market cassette tapes, I'm potentially willing to buy if I'm interested in the band. I'm not a complete. You can never collect all music, eh? I mean, you can. Like Jeff Bezos, right? Like with his, he could like decide like, I want every album of every artist that was ever marketed under this, that, the other label on my doorstep, and I bet 6 hours Jeff Bezos would have that fucking every cassette tape you could imagine. And then he's got an expensive cassette tape player. And he just goes to town, man, listening to all like Huey Lewis and the News and S Club 7. I don't know if S Club 7 was like ever put out. Yeah, they must. And Bachman Turner Overdrive. Listen to like In Excess. Whoa, In Excess. That, I wonder what happened to that lead singer. Like they say like he committed suicide or something. I can't fucking I'm not expert on In Excess or the lead singer, and I can't even think of his name. Like if I knew, I'd know his name, right? And someone told it to said, oh, it's this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like now I remember, but I have a mental impasse there. He was like voted the sexiest man, so all the women just were totally enamored with this guy, and then he dies like at a young age. And he was really like, his voice, man. I just want to put on, like, just thinking about it, I just want to put on some Listen Like Thieves, Yeah, In Excess, man. Australia. You did it again. AC/DC, In Excess. You got The Seekers. There's a new day dawning, they call the promised land, and I'll be there someday if you will hold my hand. I could search the whole world over, no matter what I do, 'cause I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. If I say I never knew. Okay. All right. almost got her down there. I have to keep practicing. Yeah, the Seekers. Well, I can do an impression of Bon Scott from AC/DC. Okay, here's my impression. Okay, it's gonna be a jailbreak. Boom, 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 boom. Don't wanna wake up the neighbors. Boom, 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 and get out the bagpipes. Oh yeah. How am I gonna go on in this? Like, I don't care what they say. I can't stay in a world without love. I thinking about Norm Macdonald a lot. That's all. That's my whole undercurrent. It's like man, that guy like made a living out of being like a funny, smart guy. And I'm thinking, like, is there any even? Not saying I'm real smart or anything. I think I don't know. I'm sharper than the average bear, or sharper than the average. Sharper than the average, one of those balls they have in McDonald's and the plate, like the pool of balls. I'm sharper than that, right? I have so many little anecdotal things that I want to share with the world. That's why I do this. I am not. Well, clearly, I'm not shy. Lonely codger, yeah, that's a fair approximation of who I am. Is a lonely old codger, right? Have my moments. I'm good at weird things, like say like axe throwing. Like I can just whip a hatchet and like hit a target, like sharp point first. And that's like sometimes I hold well, I gotta know the weight, so I hold the axe like this way, that way, and then I do a little like a pinky thing for like targeting very, very carefully, and then so I'm throwing it mainly. It's these two fingers that I'm putting the weight behind, and then I mean the weight of the thing itself. It's but it's about the spin. You could do, and I've got my own school, like my own way of doing it. I'm not the best axe thrower by any means, but I'm pretty darn swift. But yeah. There's I know other axe throwers that totally dominate me in the arena of accuracy. Like if you've got a narrow bandwidth, and you hitting that with an axe, like are you gonna? You got like you were talking like 3 centimeters. Can you get your axe in that 3 centimeters? Some people consistently can do that. They're just focused like you wouldn't believe, man. Like, and I maybe fucking luck out and like it like right in the groove, get the best shot in the house kind of thing, which has happened before. But I, I'm by far I'm like maybe top 5%. But I know, of course, once you're in that like high echelon, you get to know the top 1%, and they are the guys I know anyway. Well, two other axe throwers that are like the real marksmen. They're both really boring to talk to. Like if they're not throwing axes, they're talking about throwing axes, and it's like at some point, it's like it's fun to talk about axe throwing, but there comes a point in time when it's like, can we move the conversation on? And then like then they're pulling out their sharpening gear. It's like, wow, I got the new sharpening system from Gillette or whatever the equivalent. It's not really Gillette. They're not in the business of axe sharpening stuff. They're in the business of hair cutting. Man, I gotta get another coffee. It's almost midnight, so I'm gonna switch to beer. I'll get to Wired. So I'll be right back. I'd like to play some hockey, but I'm thinking I might be in breach of terms and conditions if I do. Hey, YouTube. You know what I want to do? I'm thinking is get one of those campers that you put in the back of a pickup truck, and then that way, like let's say I got to go like do a job somewhere, then I can just drive the truck, and I got a little bed and kitchen. Like what more does a man need? Like a roof over your head, a bed, a kitchen, and like you don't even need the kitchen if you're a man. You can just eat at restaurants. Like just go, like just say fuck it. I'm gonna bear the costly burden of spending money to get other people to make me food. Whoa. How profound. And I'll tell you what, YouTube is like one of the reasons, like it's gonna sound so arrogant and everything, but I make these delectable fucking dishes. Like, you live as long as I've lived and have had like been exposed to like gourmet level stuff. You get a sense about it, and so I make things like I just have these visions, like these food visions in my mind's taste buds, and I think, yeah, and I know all of the different flavors and stuff. I'm not claiming to be like an A-level operative in the world of cuisine. I'm just saying I make some pretty nice things that like I'm thinking I've tried a lot of different food and different cooks and stuff. But yeah, I mean it's all matter of like personal perspective. I'm sure like I think this thing is like divine, And then someone says, "Oh no, bro, no, taste this," and you're like, "Holy fuck! I've never tasted anything so good in my life." And you haven't. You know, that's the truth. You're just like you're like, oh, it just shatters your the universe of your taste buds. You're like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, food talk. You could do a course, food talk 101. Like you're not even talking about food. You're teaching about like you're teaching about talking about food. You know, so you're not actually getting technical, but it's like food is such a like food can get you laid. Like, you know, with for all the dudes out there like worrying about like not getting laid and stuff, what you got to do is learn, you know, usually it's like the reverse, eh? Like the girl does the cooking, but I'll tell you what, man, you impress a girl with you give her good food and get her in the mood, right? It's very simple. It's not rocket science, okay? It's not like putting like a space station underwater, okay? Gee, fuck. Out of coffee. I think there's more coffee where that came from. Yeah, I'm glad it's not too late. Like I said, like when I went upstairs earlier, I was thinking it's like, 25 past 3 or something. Because I think that's where I was at last night. You know, it's like almost 4 in the morning. What am I doing? Broadcasting, like showing off or, there's a new day dawning, they call the promised land, and I'll be there someday if you will hold my hand. I have searched the whole world over, no matter what I do, but I know I'll never find another you. Do, 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 do. Oh man, I love that song. Man, okay, here lesson number 1. Like I'm teaching myself how to not be predictable and resort to idiotic word substitutions. I'm saying man all the time. In my defense, like I smoked weed, so I'm in the sort of like, hey man, what's going on, dude? That kind of like just a weak state of mind, and that's okay. It's fun. And like later, I'm gonna smoke even more weed and play computer games, because that for me is like a really cheap form of escapism, and it's challenging mentally. Anything puzzle, I like puzzle type stuff, right? Like I'll get you next time. It's funny. I went to visit an old friend today. If you're watching, Chris, it was really it was gas coming over, seeing you, man, and you look good. And like I said, I was gonna make a point. Oh yeah, gee, yeah, I won't say it. Tell you what, I'm having fun. maybe a little too much fun, eh? Like, oh my God, I'm hanging out in my bedroom, my childhood bedroom at 44 years old, talking on a microphone and and wishing my old chums well, man. But the main thing uh, is that you keep yourself alive, like Freddie Mercury didn't, and it's or so many people, I don't mean that callously, of course, or if it seemed that way. No, it's you meet the bitter end one way or another. Some deaths seem more tragic than others, like preventable. The thing, like, gee, if only if only we had security, or if only better airplane mechanic. If your plane falls out of the sky and you're trying to go on a tour. That's weird. I'm thinking I gotta like go and fetch something or do something. Mila? Oh, yeah. You worry about the dog, but yeah, you can see her right there. My thumb's like right under her nose. Can you see that, Mila? Sit. Speak. Speak. Mila, speak. Mila, speak. 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 Mila, speak. My own dog is looking at me like she knows I'm too lazy to do the command thing. Believe me, she's got a good voice. I don't know where she gets it from. If you don't smoke, it's never too late to take up the habit. And you think in the world we live in today, like it doesn't have to be like ghetto cigarettes like most people smoke, including myself, but you could smoke like a pipe. Like tobacco is natural. It's got sort of antiseptic quality, like the burning, it's like a fumigatory. I don't know if that's the actual word. Why wouldn't it be a fumigatory? So I didn't go to school just to not learn Latin, No, I've never been I went to college, studied electronics, just figured, man, it's a lot of like regulatory type stuff. Like if you want a job, you gotta join a fraternity type thing. It's like, fuck, I need to do that, man. I got the textbooks. I can just read them. Like if I need to make like some kind of induction reducible induction unit or some kind of like thing, I just figure it out. I'd probably even call someone like a brighter mind than my own to do it. And yes, yeah, I know it's there are actually people out there who are sharper than myself. Than myself. Gee, I'm drinking the wrong bottle here. I know this is so entirely pathetic. Just bear with me, please. I'll try and be less indecorous. Less than decorous. There's a band name right there. Less than decorous. You heard it here first. And you know what you got to do in life? I guess it depends on who you're listening to. Like, but AC/DC, what you got to do in life, you got to sink the pink. They say it's old fashioned. Oh man, no. Okay, you got to be careful when you're live streaming. Like, I'm thinking of things I want to talk about, and then I think maybe I shouldn't, like make admissions and stuff. But really, you know what? I'll just talk about like experiential stuff. When driving the school bus, like if you're someone if you're a good driver and you get along with the crayons and stuff, what you do, you drive a school bus. And I mean, I know it appeals to primarily to like single moms because you can bring your tyke on board with you. Like you take your kid to work, right? A lot of jobs you don't really have that luxury, but with school bus driving, yeah, you just strap them in. You gotta, if it's that young tyke, car seat, I've never had that. Like I don't like getting, I just like to tell them to sit down and shut up, like and I don't even say that. Like here's my school bus approach is that I insist that they remain in their seats while the bus is in motion. That's my biggest rule. Everything else is just I want them to be protected. I'm a protector. So stay in your seat. Beyond that, I'm not gonna sweat bullets. If there's bullying and stuff, I'll straighten that out. And then if there's I've never had too many problems. Like I think even though they because I'm a funny dude or whatever, they kind of laugh, but I think the kids know that you better just not do anything. It's gonna make me call your parents or something. Like God forbid. Your parents are gonna get mad if they get a phone call from like the drunk bus driver on a Saturday evening, right? I'm like, hey, how's it going? How's it going, Slim? Yeah, your kid. He's he's like beating up the other kids using his Star Wars figurines. Like I've never seen anything quite like it. Oh, really? Yes, Mr. O'Shea. I gotta say, I'm really hoping that the next week isn't. The next week of trips on the bus aren't so filled with figurine smashing. That's a bad example, right? That's not even funny. I'm working on it, but I'm here all week, so I think tomorrow's program might be even even funnier. dogs in the neighborhood. These are the dogs in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. These are the dogs in your neighborhood. Neighborhood. Bop, bottom. Yeah, bop ba doom. Bebop ba doom. Oh, see, I just wrote a song. Bebop a doom. 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 Ba doom. Bebop a doom. Bebop a doom. Bebop a doom. Like, man, just like that's why, you know, yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you like about like how many people have labeled me as a genius, you know. Like, gets pretty old after a while, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm really fucking smart. Got a set of encyclopedias. Want to see? Oh man. You know, hey, check out my set of I can't even say it. Hey, how you doing? So what's new? What's new exciting? Oh yeah. Hey, want to come and check out my encyclopedia? That's funny. The plural of encyclopedia is encyclopedia. And you probably only know that if you're the type of person who happens to have a set of encyclopedia. Oh man. What can I do? What, you know what? I'm maybe having like too much fun, but you know what? I'll tell you what here. Okay, here's my excuse factory. Okay, is like I gotta cook and clean. I gotta do the errand boy. And I'm not trying to like I'm not asking you to cry me a river. This is like basic shit. But I'm a maybe an extraordinary type person that like just a little bit on my plate is like I just lose my mind almost, which is pathetic, sure, but at least I'm admitting it. And I guess all I can do, like the best thing I can do, is to commit myself to getting better, doing better, helping more, helping instead of hurting. You don't want to go around, you hurt people, and just you don't want to hurt people. I feel like right now I'm feeling like do like a big rail of cocaine, just boom, and then I'd be on fire, man. I'd be like wanting to call up Tucker Carlson, like, hey Tucker, man, I got it all figured out, brother. Or even like call up who I call. I take this, like, I call it the Obama phone. take the Obama phone and I'd call Barack Obama, right? I'm not going to do it now, but like worth a try. You never know, eh? Like, because I've always been kind of a closet fan of Barack Obama. I kind of like he's got a very dry sense of humor, and he kind of like came out of left field, if you will. And I think like he's probably a man. Like I think probably most presidents have maybe peculiar tastes. You think of Donald Trump like ordering a bunch of McDonald's and like the way he, eats a steak like well done and stuff. Which there's something to that. But BTW. I'm getting the like I've experimented a little bit with like well done cuts of meat, and yeah, that's as long as you don't dry it out, you can well done cut of meat like that's like seasoned or marinated. So nothing wrong with that. It's you like the blood. I like the blood. I like eating bloody stuff. Just fucking raw meat even, but to cook it well done, not, whatever the medium rare thing came from. Like from now on, like when I go to a restaurant, I'll say I'd like my steak well done with HP sauce. And only HP sauce. A1 is no substitute. The only substitute might be like vinegar and a pepper mill. So I'll go with like vinegar and like fresh cracked pepper all over the fucking thing. Maybe I should just like save like my wisdom for another episode, but I really feel like I want to disclose like stuff that I've done, and one of the jobs that I'll talk about, and I just pulled this off the cuff, but I work for and I can talk about it is I think I can talk. Yeah, it's been I think all that shit I signed, like it was like 10-year window. And it's beyond 10 years, so I'll just go ahead and like say I worked for Iron Mountain, and I did like paper shredding, and one of our clients was the city of Edmonton, and so I went out to their big facility where they do all their paperwork, the source of the paperwork, and I must have shredded like let's say like 600 pounds worth of bus tickets. And I thought, okay, how what I'm thinking, right? Like just like that's like pretty excessive waste. Like how do you like all these bus passes, tickets, or whatever? Just like why did you even print them in the first place? But that's just overage. That's just you could be like me, like penny pinching fucking Scotsman, or you could be like the Pound Wise. It's like got to get this shit out of all this material out of here, shred it, but that's like you're talking like $200 an hour. But you can guarantee it's going to get turned into confetti and ejected. And this is here's a fun story. is when like they called me up on the weekend. I'm like, you know me, I'm a fucking hammerhead, right? Like, and any chance I get, I'm like hitting the sauce. And so it's like I get a phone call. Yeah, we're wondering if you could come into work today. I'm like, holy fuck, are you kidding me? You know, no, come on in, man. We'll pay you a time and a half. Like, okay, all right, I'll come in. And then they hook me up with like, you know, suddenly, you know, I'm the supervisor. They got a temp dude fucking to come and help me. Like, we're driving way out of the city. And this guy's got all kinds of fucking stories, you know. I'm like, holy fuck. They I don't know if they're testing me or what the fuck, you know. Why it's like, yeah, today you're gonna go to work with a psychopath. You know, I'm like, okay, fuck, right on. Yeah, so I don't know, we drive out of and this job is like fucking ridiculous. It's like, you know, I think it was just a fucking like a corporate test, like to see who's willing to fucking climb in with a bunch of shredded paper and move it around. Because I certainly wasn't. I'm the I'm the professional driver and the supervisor. I'm not going to, you know. But one guy did, and he got in the back, and I thought, man, fuck, the risk of like getting cancer, man. Like, you're gonna get like emphysema instant, you know. I didn't say that. I don't know if it's true, but no, you don't want to like fucking swim around in a bunch of fucking confetti, right? Anyway, I was like, holy fuck, I can't believe these dudes were willing to do this shit, eh? And I'm just like, because I thought it was all bogus. Like, this is like, you call me on a fucking Saturday for some like supposedly urgent fucking thing, and it's like, I think this is just a corporate test, and like, yeah, you know, I'm not pleased. But yeah, I go in. Oh man. And then they hooked me up with a temp dude. And day to day, I worked there about, it was like better part of 4 months. And usually like day to day, I worked with this guy. He was from the temp agency, but they always used him. He was a good navigator. And it's like, yeah, he was really good. Like, if he wasn't sleeping, he was right on the ball. And yeah, but I mean that in the, you know, nicest way, like because I'm the same way. I'm a fucking night owl, and I was always tired too, you know, getting up. I think I had to be there by like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock a.m. Right? Like, yeah, it's like it's uncivilized. And so, but I'd show, you know, and then it was a relief when this fella from the temp agency came along, because he knew the city. He's like, yeah, turn here. Okay. No, not this turn, next turn. Okay. Yeah. Oh, turn right at the T intersection. And hang a left. Boom, 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 boom. It was like that. That was a luxury. That's better than like the, you know, computer GPS you have today. You have a guy who actually knows. And if you can believe it, I made him laugh a few times. being the Mr. Pro driver, dude. You know. Which is not something I believe you and me. Well, I don't take it lightly. I take driving very seriously, and I enjoy my elevated status as a professional operator. Vehicular vehiculars. I'm a vehicular. I'm a vehicular slave driver. Vehicular slave driver. I use those engines like nobody's ever used those engines, man. Those vehiculars. Whatever happened? You have your cake, you eat it too. Why wait any longer for the world to begin? That's a Bob Dylan line. I always, I have a I have a natural aversion to the Jewish folk, but Bob Dylan and his lyricism is like, I just can't help but admire it. And even though he's Jewish, it doesn't even I'm mesmerized by his poetry, you know. Lay, lady, lay across my big brass bed. 3, 4, 2. Stay, lady, stay while the night is still ahead. 3, 1. So, why wait any longer for the world to end? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I don't even know the word. Like, that's why, a lot of songs, like the words are very simple. With Bob Dylan, it's a lot more pictorial. Like he always manages to paint a picture, and I like that use of imagery. I really do. I really, that's you think I'm like joking, yuck yucks all the time. Yuck yucks, that's a comedy club in Edmonton, and there's a picture of me with Tommy Chong with my arm around him, like where we just like natural bros, right? And I like the guy who's got it, he's like a crypt keeper. It's like funny. It's like, where's that? Come on, where's that picture? I know you got it. And he's like, in time. Happy Halloween. You know what I mean? Oh man, the crypt keeper. We're all having fun, everything is gonna work out. I hope so for you and your family. I know I'm not scared. Maybe I should be. I gotta get put together the shotgun or something, you know, just protection. I would hate to ever have to use anything like that. You think about that? Do you ever think about that? Like, your home is invaded, and what do you do? You know, you just let them take whatever they want. Not a bad strategy. You know, there's a strong chance you might get it all back. You know, if they're caught and charged. So I would think, yeah, getting away with your life over material stuff that you may, you know, just I think it would like kill me to like see like the stuff that I've curated over the years, to see it just like fall into like negligent hands or something. You know, if say like the pawn shop star dudes like robbed me, like then at least I know they know the value stuff, right? Like, so I feel better about them robbing me than like someone just gonna like sell it for rock bottom. The guys like sell it for, you know, auction it. Like I got 45s, man. Like auction them off. You know, I don't what are the odds I'm gonna ever like have a like a real studio where like, you know, the high ceiling and girls dancing and you know, food on the demand, and was the most important part. You know, coming up with something that doesn't make everyone bored. Because you get some places you get a band, and it's like they keep playing the same thing, and it gets boring, and you're like, rather just like listen to ABBA, you know. There's like one good thing about smoking. I'm not suggesting anyone take up smoking by any stretch, but it does act as an antiseptic. So you smoke cigarettes, and what as everyone knows, like one of the main chemicals you're taking in is nicotine, which is something the plant developed to be like anti-pest. So like all these pesky insects, you know, that are coming around trying to eat you. And so you develop this like a toxin. It's a toxin that like insects like learn quick. You know, you think, yeah, insect brain, but they fucking figure, okay, this is good, this is not good. You know, and so now the tobacco plant is like, they see their brethren like fucking croaking after fucking like 3 bites of the tobacco leaf. And then the insects quickly learn, okay, we can't eat that. And the tobacco plant just keeps producing this nicotine. And then there's there's more than one component to nicotine, as I've discovered. You know, being a smoker, like I like to know what I'm doing. And one component of nicotine, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know how many, I got like 2 thumbs up, 0 viewers, because it doesn't matter. is one component is niacin, which is like I guess a mineral, like the same as like zinc, or you know, it's an element or like something you know, uniquely identifiable. And so you got niacin, which both like the, you know, it has antiseptic qualities. So you could say that like if you smoke, you're less prone to like catching disease and stuff. It's just, it's like, yeah, compete with all this like stuff I'm pulling in. I know that. Yeah, that's like Johnny Be Good science. Like here, let's hear it. Let's do a show called Let's Hear Your Growl. And you get like a dog, like who's like stronger, the human or the dog? You know. And then, oh yeah, the killer fucking view bringer in her would be like if you have a like an actual dog attack in the show. I know this is like horrible to think of, but think of, you know, if the guy survives without any like really long lasting injuries, and it's just maybe his pride is shattered because he got fucking torn apart by a pit bull. You know, but he, you know, it's nothing life altering or anything, you know. It's gonna go a week to fucking heal up. It's like how much there it is, I got it. The 2022 how callous are you? I put on like a show where it's like you go in the ring with a pit bull, like you got a fucking tattoo dude type dude, and it's like yeah, man, like you know, but how do you, oh man, like what if a dog got killed or something? Just, game over, right? Fun to think about though. Like, can you imagine? Like, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna see tuning into the pit. Oh, what's the pit, man? Oh yeah, well, that's where like you got like dudes fighting pit bulls. Oh, you mean the dogs? Yeah, the dogs. Yeah, they battle. They battle. Oh man, I'm sorry. Gee. Okay, I'm gonna get it together here. They battle pit bulls. A quick story. I was dog sitting these dogs. They were Belgian Malinois dogs. And for anyone who doesn't know, it's basically like a compact German Shepherd that's used in police work. So I have these like a boy and a girl, and they're pretty close in size. Everybody sees, like when I walk them around, like oh, they're twins. Well, you know, like sometimes just for expediency's sake, I just say, yeah, they're twins. Just like keep moving. It's gonna make a real point here, something profound. And now I'm like thinking about these dogs. It might come back to me. Us smoking the weed. That's what happens. Like you should not smoke weed if you can help it. I'm doing it tonight, and the only reason I just I quit on Canada Day. Well, I didn't quit, but I said, okay, I'm not doing it. So I got to get a big boy job, I might have to do a test and whatever. And then like a whole year goes by almost. And I never had to do a test. And I'm thinking why wasn't I smoking pot all this time, man? Because the reason being is it's a lot of fun, but caveat time. It's not all fun and games. You can get a serious addiction. I've known people who have been like frivolously addicted, and I've known people who have been hopelessly addicted to pot. And you think it's just an innocuous kind of thing. Not necessarily. It's a struggle for some people smoking pot. It's like me with liquor. I can't get enough, and it has impact on my. I don't need an expert to tell me these things, right? Boy, I could be prime minister if only I applied myself. Yeah, man. If only you applied yourself, you could today. You could be the Prime Minister of Canada. I'm like, yeah, man. Whoa, dude, that's really fucking gnarly. Who doesn't want to be the Prime Minister of Canada? Isn't that the awesomest job in the world, man? Oh, man. Yeah, let's talk about Justin Trudeau. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have this strange admiration for the fella. I'm not just saying that to try and get in his good books. I just boy, maybe he's a dangerous guy to even talk about. It's suppose he likes my music or something, and then I trash talk him, and then he's like, fuck, boys, go fucking kill that dude, and then headline mystery death, and then quotes from the neighbors yeah, I never would have saw that coming. He was so quiet and egalitarian. He was so not only quiet but also egalitarian. Whoa, really? Whoa. Yeah, he did suicide by throat slitting. Oh no, da ba da ba, ba boo do, la da da, la da da da, na da da, da 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 da. Oh no, da ma, We'll see how quickly I can find that song, because I got to take a quick trip to the WC. We'll see if I'm not banned or shadow banned or whatever from YouTube if I play the song. But I'm seeing double, man. I can't even. Okay, Duran. I shouldn't have given it away. Duran, and I'll just type in "oh no," like one of the. No, it's not Wild Boys. No. Ah, fuck. You know what? I'll Google Duran obscure. See what that what materializes here. Ordinary World. Oh. Let's try okay, no, I'll sort by video. Oh, they did some weird lyrics. Let's go next page of results. David Bowie sings Duran. Duran. 20 things you never knew about Duran. Well, why would I want to know them if they're not obvious? Okay, Duran reincarnation. Okay, well, if I play the song, like, oh man, I'm gonna like end this broadcast because like I told some funny jokes and I feel pretty confident. So I'm gonna end this broadcast and then I'll start again if anyone's out there listening. And just for my own state of well-being, I like to chatter on. Just how do they call it? Like blowing down gingerbread houses, right? And I'm just having fun, but I'm gonna end this one and then restart. So if you're listening, you want to keep hearing my voice. Maybe I'm talking you to sleep a little bit. We can carry that on, but I'm gonna end this stream and then begin another after I go to the WC. So I'll wish everyone a good night insofar, and fear not, because I'm gonna come back and do another broadcast. Why? Because I want to. Okay. Got it?